Hello, everyone. We've got more Summer Game Fest impressions that we weren't able to talk about before. First up, Brad, you got to do a theater presentation for Armored Core 6. Actually get to see this game
Yes, I
in
did.
action.
I sure did.
Was it in an IMAX?
No. I wish. That would have been insane, dude.
Yeah. I
Wow.
didn't even get into Bandai Namco's little booth over
Yeah.
there.
It was exclusive, but it was locked down, lock and key, big time. So yeah, I saw some of Armored Core 6. I saw some of the devs playing the game. Just right off the bat, this is a mainly single-player game. There's going to be a campaign. That's like the main appeal of the game. However, like past Armored Core games, there will be some versus.
Okay.
PvP, you can play against some people like that, but it's not going to be like, as far as I'm aware, co-op, teaming up with other people to pilot your Armored Core. So I also believe they said this is like a reboot of the series story-wise. So
Oh, interesting.
I don't think you'll have to feel like worried about being lost or
That's
anything
cool.
like that.
No homework.
Because I don't think they assumed a lot of people just played Armored Core things like that. Because it's been a long time since an
Been a
Armored Core's
long
been
time.
out, and it's been a long-running series.
PS3
also.
games aren't getting ported around.
Yeah. So the level I saw was this like giant hanging factory kind of in the sky. They stress that levels are very big with lots to fly around and kind of like stuff to find in
Do you
the
have
levels.
do you have unlimited flight?
No.
Or
you
like
can-
if you land, it recharges.
Yeah, it recharges.
You don't have to like pick up fuel or anything.
No fuel.
Okay.
But you do have to pick up like ammo and stuff like that. You have limited ammo.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll just talk about so they were talking about like how your right arm is like the R1, R2, left arm is L1, L2,
Oh, that's
kind
a
of
nice
stuff
way
like
to do
that.
it. Okay, yeah.
They said they learned stuff from like their past works, especially like the Soul stuff. And you can kind of see that if you played past Armored Core games, kind of the lock on is a little easier to do. A lot of times in the older ones, you'd have to like get them in your little square or whatever over time. So they've just kind of learned little tips and things like that to make combat just feel easier, like switching between enemies, just a little more fluid. Also with the camera, it helps like just staying locked on, so you don't have to like just turn your mech as awkward and stuff like that. So
Right.
all good stuff. On the left hand, they had like a huge beam saber. You just climb up to guys and just slash through them really quick.
So
rad. Also had like a giant like shield that came. It reminded me of like
okay.
a guardian shield almost. I mean, from Breath of the Wild, it's like a laser like shield like popped up. Really sick.
Sick.
Oh yeah, throughout the levels, some of them are so big, and there's stuff like there's a lot of verticality they stressed also time, like up and down way more than ever before. Like they added a few things to help making you get around a little easier. There was like these launch pads you could sit on, these elevators, and they'd launch you really high up into the sky, kind of like how they do in Elden Ring. They have those things you could jump to launch really
Okay,
high.
yeah.
There's like launch pads for your mech to just hop up really fast. So the guy I saw playing the demo, he died like 3 times during this demo.
Nice.
So there's one difficulty in the game. It's just gonna be,
Yep.
from software.
from software. You gotta
Let's
adapt.
go.
I believe the levels are stage based also. So I know a lot of the games from software have recently been kind of all interconnected. I believe these are all stage based, but they are big. There's checkpoints in the levels. It's kind of unclear what a checkpoint is or when you trigger one at the moment. So I'm not exactly sure because
Okay.
you don't really run up to like a bonfire and like activate something like that. But during this, of course, fighting guys, you're going to use resources like ammo. There's going to be opportunities to get like ammo fill-ups at stations and stuff like that, so you won't be completely left hanging. Also, if you're going through the game and you're dying, a big part of Armored Core is, of course, adjusting your Armored Core itself. If you're going through, you hit to a roadblock, you're like, maybe I need to change your mech up. You will be able to change parts at the checkpoints. So you don't feel like you get hard stuck, you got to reset the whole level, which is very, very nice.
That is nice.
There is a stagger meter that you'll be doing against enemies. So if you put damage them enough, you'll see a little yellow meter go up. And once they hit it, they get into like an all red state. They will take way more damage
Death
during
blows?
that. No, it wasn't like Sekiro where
Okay,
it's
okay.
like, yeah, it's not like that where it's
okay.
just like a killing blow. You can just do a lot more damage with them.
Cool.
On that. Let's see. Oh yeah, one crazy thing is so Armored Core. Obviously, a big part of the game is adjusting your mech into your playstyle. Like that, they definitely emphasize that. Like we want you to play how you want to play, but there's definitely going to be some times where you might want to readjust how you're thinking about stuff.
Right.
And one way I'm curious to see how this will change is like the boost. So there was 3 boosts as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
3 different boosts. One for just like normal cruising, just like moving through the levels smoothly. There was one that's more focused on like a quick dodge. So it's essentially your dodge, like left and right quick boosts. And also you can fly forward really fast with like a quick boost, like you're gunning it towards people. It uses a lot of your energy when you're doing it, but it'll help you close the gap really quick. But also when you're doing that, you can like dash side to side. Super anime, mech stuff. I loved all that kind of stuff. It was awesome. During the level, he was like, there was a mini boss kind of there. I believe he was like taunting you also, like, because when you're playing the game, you hear people talking to you like on radio chatter and stuff like that, because I believe you're a mercenary in this game, so you gun for hire, all that stuff. Cool little mini boss, some cool enemies, like there's like a roll up one earlier on that was really sick. Also in the demo, he got to a boss. It was like, it wasn't necessarily like a normal armored core you're fighting, it's like a normal mech. It was like a giant construction thing. It looked like the boss from Nier almost.
Okay.
It was like this giant construction thing with blades, and at the top there was like a fire. It looked like, like a fire forge almost, and they were shooting into it to do some damage because you could target some different parts sometimes on some guys. But it was a pretty short demo. But what I saw looked really promising. As someone who played a lot of Armored Core 2 and haven't played a lot of the other ones, I was like, I was big time into this game.
Hell yeah.
It's coming out soon, also August 25th, I believe is the date, so we're not gonna have to wait too much longer. From Software looks to continue the train of just dominating gaming.
Dominating
just
the industry.
Looks like a fantastic game. I'm curious to see what people who haven't played some of their past works hopping in this, who have only played Souls games, and see how they feel. It's gonna feel different, of course, but they're adjusting it to make it a little more friendly, control-wise, especially. But I cannot wait to play this game. It looks fantastic.
Heck
The lighting is crazy.
I imagine, we saw so many Soulsborne clones. I imagine, Armored Core clones now. The floodgates are going to open. Like, I know it's a, old series, but I imagine we're going to start seeing some more mech games in the next 5 years.
I mean, more mechs, the better for me.
Yeah.
But, it was good stuff.
Heck yeah. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. We are Easy Allies, and we're just wrapping up some extra Summer Game Fest stuff here. If you like what you see, be sure to check out our other previews and reviews and all that good stuff. And you can support us at patreon.com/easyallies. We are independent, so everything that we do is from our viewers supporting us. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you soon.